Let's now go to lungs. Let's discuss invasion of airborne pathogens. The lungs take in air directly from outside and are therefore particularly vulnerable to attack by harmful factors from outside the body. This situation produces the commonest lung condition, invasion by airborne pathogens. In Nanjing, authors noticed that when a person was exposed to airborne pathogens such as wind and cold, and their body was unable to resist the pathogens, their lung function became impaired and the person could suffer any of the following symptoms. First, sneezing, cough, buildup of mucus, nasal obstruction, watery nasal discharge, possible fever and chills, aching body, and aversion to cold, to wind and drafts, and headache. And in some instances, the following signs and symptoms would also occur. Thirst, yellow mucus, sore throat, sweating, rapid pulse, and a red tongue with a thin yellow coat. In contemporary physiology, this condition is known as a cold or influenza, which is considered to be a viral infection. In Chinese medicine, the condition is known as a wind invasion, together with a description of the signs and symptoms as cold or hot. If the symptoms are largely those from list A above, this is known as a wind cold invasion, but if they include some signs or symptoms from list B, the overall condition is termed a wind heat invasion. Treatment. When the lung function is impaired in this way, the key lung-related acupoints tend to become tender, such as lung 1 below the collarbone or bladder 13 on the back. Stimulating one of these acupoints encourages the lungs to cancel out the malfunction in themselves that caused these acupoints to become tender. If the patient has a sore throat, the acupoints lung 5 on the inside of the elbow or lung 10 near the thumb would also be would also tend to be tender and would be needled for the same reason. And other features of the body's reaction to the condition would cause other acupoints to become tender, such as bladder 12 at the back at the top of the back and large intestine 4 near the thumb, which are acupoints commonly used to treat a cold. If the treatment is performed in the early stages of the cold, this can often prevent the cold developing any further, and the patient returns to feeling well immediately after the treatment. I have found that in the early stages of a cold, a hot bath, which is hot enough to induce sweating, can prevent the cold developing. At other times, simply needling the left large intestine 4 acupoint can have the same effect. However, if the cold is not treated until about 2 or 3 days after the initial sneezing began, and the main symptoms are now fully developed, the treatment can only usually make the person feel more comfortable and speed up their recovery. Thank you for your attention.